Again, this is another example, another town. I would like to explain how we build a zoo in it, and hopefully it will help many of you to also learn from it, because it's a little bit more complicated than the first UFC town I used, because uh, in this map we had to wait till I believe day 7 or 8, so we can completely build the zoo and eliminate all that in all other 3 corners. The name of the town was Painful Theater. It was decent, not bad, but had some complication in it. So let's start. Day 1, it's Diamond. Very easy. You send everyone to 9 action points range. Everyone except 2 for rescues, and collect as many as possible from the priority items for day 1 I listed and mentioned in the first video. On day 2, now the location of the map is pretty much bad. Not bad, but it's uncomfortable. So we were forced, of course, we cannot have the zoo in the east at all, because it's very far away from the town, so it will be very expensive to keep it controlled, and actually impossible to keep it controlled. So we had to pick something from the west. So how do we start? We send all scouts to the sections we are trying to clear from zombies and explore. At the same time, we send 4 scouts, and of course all of them were supplied with 4 boosters: food, water, alcohol, and drug, and flash grenades in case they get trapped, and radios, radar beacon in case they run near a building and have to open it. And here it is. All scout routes have been done. I believe they all have been done as fast as possible after attack, very fast. And there have been some other clearing after it. The first survivalist went here and cleared as much as he could with the weapons he had. Of course, a small reminder of what all survivalists should do: after all scouts go and locate buildings, each town should have between 8 and 9 survivalists. 7 could work, but it's preferable more than 7. The first 6 survivalists divide each other in 3 groups. In each group, 2 partners of survivalists who will partner up and take each one. Team will get 1 exploding water bomb, or, if available, kitten plus bandage. Of course, if there are more exploding water bombs, 1 team can take several more than 1, or take a combination of exploding water bomb and kittens plus bandages. Of course, 1 kitten alone is a risky move without having any backup like waters, fat cats, serrated knives, or decent weapon, because the kitten can fail, and it has been proven it's all about RNG. And if like 4 kittens fail in a row, you are in a big trouble, because you will end up not only trapped but surrounded with them. So it's best to take as many. From the looks of it, how the scouts have located, we got a section with, I believe this was explorable ruin here, and we got a section full of buildings around it. So we knew that the most section we will need survivalists in is the southeast. Why? Because first, it's full of Zeds and all have to be camped, and also to kill 2 birds with 1 stone and try to map and deplete the ruin using only survivalist and one single technician. Why? Because it's very far away from town, and that's very often to happen with any meta. So I'm very glad I used this example map, so everyone will understand how to deal with explorable ruin when it's very far away from the town, and of course located so early on day 2. So we decided to send 2 teams to the southeast, and of course one of them have camped here and the other team to the northeast. They killed with what they can, I believe. Yep, that's the screenshot from day 2, the final. We have two survivalists camping here, 2 survivalists here, and 2 here, and I believe 1 in here. And we had 1 standing by in town, waiting to help those teams who need weapons the most. So the clearing happens easily. Make sure when you go with a partner to walk parallel on 2 different paths on your way to the campsite. Make sure to carry each partner must have a weapon to get out of trouble if trapped. For example, if the first one have water pistol plus water as ammo, the other one must have serrated knives, fat cats, and so on. Of course, if there is MK2, you divide water pistol with one and MK2 with the other. If laser pointer is there, you take it with you. Of course, in this specific map, regardless if you find weapon early or not, from the looks of it, you don't have to kill at all, not any single Z in the entire west area from town. And because you have to do that, you have a guarantee that all weapons, even if taken by survivalists, will remain in the west section of the map. So if there must be clearing done, it's very easy to go to wherever the weapons are, pick them up, make a clearing run, drop them for the next person, and it's done. There won't be any blockage of weapons because the entire clearing is happening in one section of the map, mostly here in the southeast. As we can see, we do have a section we have to clear in the northeast, but it's so small that only survivalists can handle it with few supply of drones. So on the next day, we have survivalists who camped here could make a quick route to make sure all zombies have left on day 2 will not make a huge spread we cannot control. So, and as you can see from the last day, we left this section with Zs in it, and from the looks of it, we found a decent weapon. So we sent all Tamers, most likely in heroic return trips, to clear this section, so the survivalists won't have to worry about this section at all and more concentrate on the harder far away zones. So the Tamers went just cleared the sections we have here, and then we completely have this section to clear for those 2 survivalists, and then the entire work will be in the southeast, which makes things easier. Always divide and conquer. So these 2 survivalists got their supply drop and continued clearing. This section have been cleared. The second survivalist started to join the other expeditions wherever they are needed. Of course, we decided so he can first camp here, because getting right there near to the explorable ruin would be very expensive with boosters, and if we do not have enough of them, we will be wasting them. because this building has had to be camped anyway. And the second survivalist, I believe we had 9 survivalists in this town, uh, went to camp in this other building with, of course, one exploding water bomb and some other ammo. And here we had 4 survivals and explorable ruin. So I am sure we dropped them some supplies, and yeah, it's not visible which route have dropped them supplies, but it must be one of those who walked this path. And the entire section here is planned to be cleared, and at the same time all those 4 survivalists plus 1 technician must map the ruin and send a technician to open or to make imprints and then unlock all doors. And this have been done very beautifully. This first survivalist have went here, start camping, and of course clearing in the northwest. It's a bit slow because only 2 survivalists, they cannot do very much on their own, but we decided to delay their mission up there because the explorable ruin have to get a priority, because all survivalists who are trying to make the zoo and camping are near the ruin, who is unreachable without heroic return or coffee. So we had to make use of this opportunity that all 4 survivalists are there, and then deal with other sections the hard way, which means slowly. So this section have been cleared. By then all doors have been all keys have been made for imprints, and we started even making some ruin runs. And then the next day. The next day, Watchtower uncovers everything, but it wasn't any surprise because this section was known that it had some Z's in it, because we sensed one Z in some section in the scout routes, and this is our zoo where we want it to be. That is why we didn't send any scavengers or anyone to kill any Z's in this section, southwest. We left it completely without any killing. And the same here. Why? Because we want to concentrate on making the zoo, and the rest can be dealt with the easy way because it's not far away from town. And of course, by then it's day 3 or 4, so the town must have found a decent weapon like mower, machete, or laser pointer. I believe this was in season 8. I'm not sure if laser pointer was included. Never the case, its MK2 could do the trick, and of course the survivalists have to deal with the last section left here, and the rest of survivalists must get supply drops so they can complete clearing this section. And with some progress, with the decent weapon we have, we cleared everything in this section using heroic returns. Who can do that? All Tamers, all Guardians, Scouts who may still have heroic return, but it's not preferred. Any residents who have heroic return, they can be given a hero day to do this clearing. One route after the next, one line, then the next one, then the next one, till everything is done. Of course, there must be a planner to do all that, to be able to clear everything down to last Z. Do not leave anyone alive, because the next day it possibly can spread and make problems the next day. And of course, those survivalists who have been camping here near the explorable ruin have kept doing their job, exploring, mapping the ruin. I guess it was completely mapped and all doors have been unlocked, so we did as many ruin runs as we could with what we had.